Hey guys and gals, it's me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and I'm down in my basement. Not in the woodworking shop and not in the train shop, but in the other room where we keep storage. And I have a little bit of an update. As you can see, the body for the Goofy cart is in the house. And I have the dashboard bolted in. And not only do I have the dashboard bolted in, of course it has to come out so I can do some body work and paint, but I also have dashboard made up. I had to swing you around the post here. I have a dashboard. No, I have the firewall made up. And yes, it has been fitted to the motor. As you can see, we got some good sized cutouts going on there. And we got clearance down here for part of the throttle linkage, and then this is the shape of the back of the motor where it clears, and then our transfer box that goes down underneath and then back down around and onto the frame. So yeah, as you can see, the choke cable isn't coming through. Choke cable is going to have to be drilled in up in here, and probably right next to it there's going to be another hole for the throttle cable, which will come up and in through from the back side to make it all work. And but yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. So my next chore will be taking the, I'm not going to drill those holes for the choke cable until I get the body back out in and mounted and make sure I've got it exactly where I want it, and I will set the firewall in place. And of course I'm going to have to drill some holes over on this side for my wiring to go through the firewall, or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see once I get it out there. Whoa, knock it over, it's just sitting in there. Maybe I'm going to run this wire bundle right down here off to the side and parallel. Yeah, the choke cable pushes it out. Run it along the inside here, right down along this post of the body, and clean it all up, you know, tie it all together. And so yeah, I think that's pretty good progress. And I will be staining and putting a clear on the firewall just like the dashboard. And somebody's going to say, well, George, it's going to be right up against the motor. Ain't that going to be kind of hot? Well, I don't think the motor will get that hot. You can paint a motor and it won't boil the paint. So I don't think it's going to boil the clear coat and burn it. And it's not going to be touching the motor either. It's going to be, oh, at least an inch away from it in most places, and at the closest point it's about a half an inch away. So there's plenty of air circulation to keep it from overheating. So I'm pretty stoked. It looks good, and I was concerned, one of the things I was concerned about is if there was going to be enough room behind here with all of our gobbledygook for a firewall to fit on here. And you can see here's where our choke cable is going to come through pretty close in the corner, and I think the throttle cable is about in here, but like I said, we'll figure that out when we get it out on the frame again. But I'm happy with that. Looks pretty good. I am going to change my headlight switch. I got a new headlight switch that's 2 positions instead of 1. This is just on off. I have one that is off, on, and that will be set up so that I can have just the dash lights on, and the second position will be for headlights. And I'm not sure if the switch is set up so that all things are on when it's pulled all the way out or not, but I'll make it so it works that way. So the headlights won't work unless I pull the switch out all the way anyway. But the dash lights and whatever else I decide to hook up will be hooked up for the first terminal. But I'm pretty stoked about that. So it's Friday night, and guess what? I was at the dentist earlier this week on Tuesday, and he told me that I can come back this next Tuesday and I'm gonna get my brand new teeth. They fitted them with wax that were already sculpted, and it looked pretty nifty. He said, "You got a mouthful now?" And I said, "Boy, you could say that again." But I'll be looking forward to that. It'll be a whole lot easier to eat, a whole lot easier to talk to. So until next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for watching, thanks for commenting and subscribing, and have a great weekend. We're expecting up to 6 or 8 inches of snow Saturday into Sunday here. Stay warm. It's been down in the single digits here. Bye now.